Oh. And last but not least, over here.
You give eye exams.
I give RICHTOR.
Fuck you too, phone. D&D. Alright. As soon as Piggy gets here, we can get started. Chappi is likely going to be out or late, so we'll see how that goes. That's alright. No one gives a feck. Immature grade schooler quality jokes all the time. That's all you get out of me. Cool. Yes. Yes, you did. Something to keep in mind, Revivify is one of the few spells in D&D that consumes a diamond. 300 gold piece worth of diamond. Yeah. Let's see here. Flip this one, move this one. Is Piggy here? Oh yeah, he's in game. Nice, just gotta join voice. Hello. How's it going, Piggy? Long time no see. Am I? I'm sorry, buddy. I just assume that you're unable to see the Discord stuff, so I shoot you one as well. I'm sorry. Alright. I hope you did. Alright. Now, very quickly, we're gonna flip flop around and we're ready to go. Buzz, 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 buzz. Must be Blue Sky. It is. Alright. Oh. Wow. I forgot to mute myself during the opening, huh? Stuff happens. Alright. So let's go ahead and hit the recap today. Anyone want to try and summarize everything that happened last session? I know Trashy can't because she wasn't here, most likely.
Do you want to do it, Piggy?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, so we met up with the NPC, got attacked by a bunch of undead kobolds, and then Trashy got grappled by all of the pelts. Beck tried to get Trashy ungrappled from the pelts by stabbing. It didn't work super good. We lost the NPC, burned her body so that she wouldn't reanimate as a blue-eyed undead thing, found her sister at a house that was not originally theirs, found a weird magic skeleton in a tub. All of us touched it except for Trashy, who was unconscious at this point in time, and saw different visions of like different things, all asking to be freed, and then we all got terrified. 3 undead polar bears attacked the house, and it self-destructed, I think, because the bunny lady punched a brick. Then we ended up at a lakeside, fought a giant amalgam of corpses. It fell into the water, and bones came out of it. We got the bones, which melded to us and gave us cool bone accessories and abilities. And then we took a long rest. Oh, also, we saved the bunny NPC from the bottom of the lake. She's with us, but she has amnesia.
Pretty solid. Also, you almost died by swimming into a waterfall underwater.
Yes, I remember the fish that was also his teacher. High wisdom, low intelligence move.
Alright. So we're gonna cut to a nice brisk morning. The skies are clear. It's quite chilly out. And y'all wake up, except for Feck. as it is the morning after the big fuck all boss fight.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to is the NPC awake? Let me mouse over because I forgot. Is Ash awake?
Yes, Ash is also awake.
Okay, so I'm going to be like, "Hi, good morning. How are you feeling? Do you remember anything?"
She looks at you and says, "You two are the ones that saved me," as she points to you and Piggy.
Okay, well that's something. That's good. And yes, we are.
And that's all she can remember.
Okay. Well, do we have anything that we can cook for breakfast?
All the food that was in the house has been blown up, and I don't know if you guys have any rations on you guys.
Hmm. Well, I guess we need to keep on tracking that guy. Wait, do I still believe that I have a kingdom that is in danger, and also that trolls are very attractive?
Yes, you do.
Oh boy. Okay, so we need to hurry up and find that guy so I can save my kingdom. I say we pack up and head out.
Good idea.
All right. So
So I'm gonna like. Sorry.
it's been a week since I told you guys, so I will give you straight up. You recall being told to go northwest to find a research station.
Got it. Okay. So I
An
guess
abandoned research station. I'll correct myself.
right. Oh no, is this gonna turn into the thing?
Please no, I don't like body horror. I do like that.
It's a good movie. So I guess we all. I'm gonna pack up all my stuff and like get ready to head out northwest.
Mm-hmm. So you guys pack up and take off and get ready for travel. Going northwest. And it after a couple of hours, give or take, she pipes up and asks, "Where are we going?"
In the fridge, baby. You throw this away for me?
Okay. So I'm gonna say, well, we're tracking down a guy. He's like a really bad dude, and a guy is paying us to find him, and we think he might be at this abandoned research station.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So why are you looking for this guy?
Well, he's wanted. He's like a criminal with a high bounty on his head. We're bounty hunters professionally.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yep, I do agree. This still fucks with my eyes.
Ooh.
I thought while making this map, wow, this is really messing with my eyes. Yep, still messing with my eyes.
Maybe if you change the color?
No, it has to be emerald.
Okay.
It's important. So you guys, after she says that, you guys see a very old, abandoned-looking building, but outside of it, you see a more or less what looks like a motorcycle, but very high end with a lot of unique looking appendages on it, and it looks like almost like an all-terrain vehicle rather than just a motorcycle.
Ooh, fancy.
And currently it has like a little ski attachment on the front of it.
Okay, cool.
And that's
Does it?
like right in front of the front door to this old, like, white, abandoned looking building.
So I'm gonna turn to Helmy and be like, "Hey, do you know how that works? Is it working?"
Very green. Is what working?
There's like a motorcycle with like a snow digging scoop on in front of it, the building.
That is very eye messy. I can try to see how it works.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Alright, so you're gonna go up to the motorcycle and try and figure it out?
Fuck.
No, why is it white? What am I rolling?
I would say go ahead and roll a investigation.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's a 22. That's not the right sided die.
I see a 22. Piggy says,
I
"Why
was
is it?"
wondering why it was white.
Piggy says, "Why is it white?" Oh, that's why it's white.
That's a nat one. I know nothing of this.
You start looking at the bike, checking it out, trying to figure out how it works, and you're absolutely astounded and confused and puzzled. But somehow along the way, you manage to hit a button on the front, on the back of it, and all of a sudden, a little hologram pops out of a very particular face.
Is it fucking Reginald?
No, it's not Reginald.
Okay.
Let me just scale this up, just to make it very clear whose face you see.
Oh my god, he's hot. I take that from trash.
You see a very particular face as it pops up in a hologram and says, "Well, howdy. The fact you found that you've made it this far, whoever you may be, is quite astounding. Now, if you'd be oh so obliged, either turn the other way or come in and talk business.
Oh my.
Fair warning, this vehicle will self-destruct in T-minus 40 minutes.
Oh.
And then it loops.
Oh boy. Okay.
Alright, I guess it's gonna self-destruct.
That just the bike?
That's what it said.
Depending
How
on what
big-
it's.
How big would the explosion be?
An excellent question. Would you like to investigate again to try and piece together what its energy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's an 11.
You reckon, after taking a look at the battery, that this seems to be some sort of imperial technology that's been tampered with to an enhanced degree, and think that the explosion would probably be enough to wipe out a small city.
Yeah, that's not good. I say we just shove it in the area and leave and let the explosion kill the guy.
Well, we gotta bring back like his body then, and if he gets incinerated, we don't get paid.
you you distinctly remember being asked to bring him in alive.
That's right.
I mean,
Is there a way to disable the explosive device?
I keep losing
Can
my
I-
cursor. Can you what?
can I try to disable it?
Go for it. We're gonna go with a
Sleight of hand intelligence.
That's what I was thinking, believe it or not.
What is our bonus is still only plus, right?
Yeah,
Not crazy.
I think it's a +3 at level 5, isn't it?
It is a +3 at level 5. I need to up. There we go. Automatic. Oh, I love. Okay, what am I doing? I know what I'm doing.
Did it automatically do everything for you right there? That's awesome.
I don't. Actually. Yes, did. God damn it!
What did you get?
Oh, that's not as bad as. That is a +7. 14.
Okay, so you get a 14 to try and figure this out.
Yeah. I'm proficient in sleight of hand.
So you're looking around and you're trying to figure out how you would disable it. But as hard as you think and as much as you look and as much as you tamper with it, you don't see any way to make it not self-destruct. And for a moment, just for a moment, you think to yourself, maybe this won't even self-destruct. Because you don't really find a detonating device.
Explosive device. Okay.
So I'm gonna ask Helmy what's up. Like, what are you doing over there?
I'm trying to disable the thing, but I can't find anything that would explode.
Do you think maybe he lied?
Can't possibly. Somebody lied to me? That can't happen. He could have, if he didn't want people here. And to come to think of it, if he recorded that message, and then he still said 40 minutes, there's a possibility it won't explode.
We might just have to negotiate with this guy.
Negotiate?
Negotiate.
Yeah, that's not like what we do. We're not good at that.
We don't negotiate with terrorists, and we certainly don't negotiate with their hostages. Bang! Alright.
So I guess we're gonna enter the building. Talk business.
You guys enter the front of the building through the front door. The outside looks like marble, and as you enter the building, you see the entire floor is lined with emerald. Like, the floor itself seems to be made of solid emerald.
What a waste.
As you stand on a green carpet that almost blends into the ground, and you see an emerald carved table in the middle of the room on which lie a bunch of stone tablets, a book, a skull with a candle in it, a piece of bread, and a sword. And behind the table, you see an emerald carved bench. And around the room, you see 7 statues.
Nothing in my kingdom would ever be this gaudy.
And on the straight across from you, you see a wall of marble.
So each one of these squares is still 5 feet, right? 5 by 5?
Yeah, each one of these squares is 5 feet. You can see the squares. The carpet squares are not the right squares. It's the
Got
metal.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I step sort of towards like this center a little bit and cast detect magic?
Go for it.
Okay. Open up my spell list.
I have to look at the schools of magic again.
Okay, so I see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just slightly out of range of the object, so I'm going to move closer to this
No.
side.
You're fine.
Okay.
You cast detect magic right there, and you detect a green shade of magic coming from each statue and coming from the wall across the way. It is transmutation magic.
Okay. Oh. So maybe that's why everything is can I do like
And as you stand here casting it, you get a trail of magic passing through the wall that is a nice orange. It's evocation, and it starts going down, but you lose sight of it.
Okay, so can I roll like a knowledge check to see what that magic might be being used for?
You know that evocation is used to force is used primarily to force things to your will or to generate elements or pull elements to you.
Okay. And transmutation is used to turn one thing into another thing, right?
Yeah, it's used to turn
Yeah.
one thing into another thing, or basically like rearrange how it works.
I have that same alarm. Anyway. Okay, so I think, like, out of character, I think that a lot of the elements of this room might be an illusion of some kind then? Or, like, magic is forcing it to look this way when it actually shouldn't? But I don't know if I would know that in character just based on detect magic.
Well, I'll let you keep your speculations, but there's a lot of stone tablets and a book on the table.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go over to the table. Does anybody else want to do something?
I want to look at a statue.
You want to look at a statue. The statue appears to be made of marble and granite, and is the statue you're looking at in specific is holding a spear. And as you look at it, it looks like their arms are capable of movement, and the weapon can be pulled out or replaced.
Oh. I want to take it.
You want to take the weapon?
Yes.
Alright, you pick the weapon up, nothing happens.
Yay. That's it. I just go around. I'm examining the statue.
Alright. So as Chaos approaches the table, Piggy picks up the spear. Chaos, you see a bunch of ancient stone slates, you see a piece of bread. It looks like it's just about to start molding. You see a candle, you see a skull with a candle in it, and you see a sword, and you see a book. The stone slates seem to be dwarvish. They seem to have dwarvish writing carved into them. And the book seems to be written in a celestial.
Okay. Can any of us read Celestial? Wait, didn't Trashy learn a bit of Dwarvish, or is that still in progress?
I believe that's still in progress.
Okay.
Yes, me learning Dwarvish is still very much in progress.
Think. Oh, I'm so glad I took the spell then.
Oh?
Eh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask aloud, hey, can anybody read this?
I do a little magic, a little wave of my fingers, and I cast comprehend languages.
Nice.
All right. Good. All right. So,
Specifically for the book. Read it.
all right. Pull up my sticky notes real quick.
Is this another one of the campaigns where I haven't took? I haven't.
Where you haven't took what?
Celestial. Able to read, nice.
That's funny how it comes up in like every campaign you don't take
It's-
it, and then it never occurs when you have it.
It irritates me.
Drive safe.
All right. So the book specifically reads, "The amber holds the key that only the ancients can comprehend." That seems to be the last journal entry. And as you flip through the pages, you see a journal documenting a lot of exploration of the area, and a lot of the exploration is focused around the powers in question that you've been facing, the undead, well, not quite undead, but undead, and all of the fun stuff you've had to fight. And it seems to be tied to the vision most of you have had with the bones.
I relay it to the party and everybody.
Okay. Do you still need that book?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna close it and bring it with us.
Okay. Want to check out the slates?
Yeah, I think we should.
Alright.
Read.
You guys check out the slates, and you see that each slate has a different piece of text. One of them reads, "In the north lies a spearman." Another says, "To the west, a bowman." Another says, "The spears are not close." Hold on, let me make sure the compass is lined up correctly. It is not.
Okay.
The compass is not lined up correctly. Another says, "The spears are not close." Another says, "The swords lie as neighbors." Another says, "The axeman smiles at an opposing spearman." Another says, "The crossbowman envies his neighbor."
Okay,
This is riddles.
I understand what we have to do here.
What do we have to?
We have to move the weapons around the statue so that it matches what it says in the poem thing.
And to make things easy on you guys, I'm going to copy and paste that note over to the thing so you can reference it.
Good.
Okay, so the swords have to be next to each other.
What? Right there.
Didn't mean to leave chat for a moment there.
That's okay.
I misclicking on so much stuff. Oh, nope, that's incorrect. There we go. Fixed. Alright. So there's that. And as you look around the room, you see there's a statue. There was a statue with a spear that Piggy grabbed. There's a statue with a sword outstretched. There's another statue with a spear. There's a statue that's holding nothing. There's a statue with a bow. There's a statue with a crossbow. And then there's a statue with a axe.
This one's the axe.
This one's the axe.
Okay.
That one's a spear.
And this one over here in the corner?
That one's a crossbow. So in order, starting with the one up here, you had a spear, then a sword, then a spear, then an axe, then a bow, then a sword, then a crossbow. Sorry, no, that one has nothing in its hand.
This one has nothing?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay,
Empty-handed.
that one had a spear, but
Yep.
now it's empty-handed. So if the... Okay, well, one of the spearmen has to be north, so... Let me see, zoom in on the compass. So I think we need to put the spear in this one's hand.
Okay.
So we got to take his sword. So I'll take the sword out of this statue's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I will put the spear in the statue's hand.
And then west is... Okay, so now I'm carrying a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. In the north lies a spearman, and the axe smiles at an opposing spearman, which means the one that's now holding the spear needs to be across from the one holding the axe. Okay, so I'm still holding the sword though, so I'm going to set the sword on the table with the tablets and like go over to the axe
All right.
and grab it.
So there are two swords on the table now, and you pick
Okay.
up the axe.
And then I'm going to take the axe and go over to the one that's across from the spearman. Yeah. And then I'm going to put the axe in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that... Yeah, okay. Yeah, the bow needs to go where the one with the axe is. And then if the bow is over there...
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
That was an accident. Still thinking. Okay, so the spears are not close, which means that the spear might go over here, like on the complete other end of it. So then the ones that we've placed are that one, that one, that one, that one.
Yeah. Then that makes the
Now there's 2 swords left and a crossbow.
that,
Swords.
but they need to be right next to each other. I'm gonna guess the swords do.
Yeah. And the swords are on the table, so nobody's holding one currently. Okay, I think the bow has to go across from the crossbow. And like that's why the crossbowman envies his neighbor, because he's got a weapon that does more damage technically.
So you think the crossbow goes where?
The crossbow and the bow need to go across from each other.
Okay, so you want to move the bow again out of west?
Yeah. And then
I
we
believe
need to make it.
you're
Sorry.
muted, Trashy.
Dad's here.
Ah.
Okay. So we need to arrange them so that there's 2 statues next to each other that don't have any weapons, so we can put the swords in their hands.
Mm-hmm. Chat says they figured it out.
Oh?
And I'm Chaos. His name isn't actually Chaos, but Chaos. Figure
Yes.
it out.
Okay, so which statues are currently empty? Is it the ones on either side of the spear?
The ones on either side of the spear and the one at the bottom right. So the southeastern statue, the northeastern statue, and the northwestern statue. Well, that's not entirely true. The southeastern statue is still holding its original crossbow.
Okay, we must have to move the crossbow. Maybe we should have moved the crossbow so it's across from the bow and not the other way around.
There's no statue across from the bow.
That's a good point. Okay. I might just have to break out actual pen and paper. Hang on.
I want to take my hand, Dad.
You can start. You can just make notes on the table.
Okay. I don't, because I didn't want to confuse any.
Here,
Yeah, I
I'll,
didn't want to. to get too messy. It's a little hard to draw with the mouse tool.
Yeah.
I'll erase these for the moment and just leave you with the red marks, letting you know where you've placed what.
Okay.
You might want to change your color off of black.
So the spear's definitely in the right place. I think we might have put the spear in the wrong statue.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should take the spear from this one and move it to this one. Where the one that had the crossbow. And then the crossbow should go in this one, so he's next to the bowman, so he can envy his neighbor.
Is he cooking?
Hold on a second, though. Oh no, the bow is definitely... The axe is also in the wrong... Yeah, the axe is also in the wrong place. We need to move the axe to over here.
He's doing a thing.
He is doing a thing.
Okay,
He's figuring out.
Yeah, I think I am. I hope I am. And then we need to move the bow to... Wait. Yeah, the bow needs to go over here next to the spear, and then the crossbow needs to go where the bow is. And then both of the swords go with these two. This reminds me of Professor Layton. Like a puzzle-solving game on the DS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we all agree to move the weapons like this?
As you place the last sword, nothing happens.
Ah,
Okay. I would like to take a stab at
Go for it.
it. Alright. I'm gonna start by putting the spears in opposite corners. The axe here. Bow guy right here. Crossbow. Am I doing it too quickly?
Nope, you're good.
No, for myself, not for you guys.
Oh.
No. I done fucked myself up.
You got 2 swords left to place.
I do. I done fucked myself up. Need it. What if? The opposite. Go here. Right. It's the same problem. Okay, what if we're thinking of
I'm gonna say roll a insight check real quick.
why?
Just
I think we're thinking about it wrong.
no. I'm okay.
I think if you roll high enough on the insight check, you might get a really good hint.
I'm rolling. Goddamn dice! It's a 10.
10's enough. You take note of the wording and see that the crossbowman envies his neighbor. Specifically, it's not plural.
That much, but okay.
So the crossbowman should only have one neighbor, which means he's at the end of one of the rows. So he's either here or here.
Making notes. Don't let him determine things. Trying to figure stuff out. Okay, by that logic. Put him there. Till it comes in the same problem. Stop. First. I need an eraser. We're not next to each other. I have no clue. I'm a moron.
All right.
I'm thinking. I'm missing.
Crossbowman can only be next to one. And if the bow has to be next to the crossbow, that means that the crossbowman has to be next to something west.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that the bowman is envious of a crossbow.
True. The axe is definite. Sorry.
I can't even read my own handwriting. Go ahead.
Oh, the axe is definitely across from the spear. The spears can't be next to each other. The swords have to be next to each other. Wait, there's two spears. Okay. So
There's the sword. Don't be dumb. Taking a wild guess.
As
I put them in that order.
As Piggy places the last weapon in the statues, you hear a huge clunk as the statues all sink down into the floor. And the marble wall behind the table starts splitting open until there's a sizable pathway.
We did it!
All right, high five.
Yeah. That'd be so cool.
You guys had me worried for such a moment. I was like, no. I was like, you're thinking, and then you went backwards, and I was like, no, stop, wait. Good job.
Yeah, it was a good puzzle. So I guess we go over to where the wall opened up.
Yep. So you can step through the wall. There's like a 40-foot hole in the wall now, pretty much. And as you step through, you see a mat, about a 15 by 15 slot of amber in the ground, where in the emerald, and you see behind it what looks to be some sort of organic, fleshy, gross material that's on top of what looks to be metal.
I'm walking over to that.
So what
They're
are you
annoying.
what are you checking out specifically?
Can I do like a knowledge check or like to see if I can identify like what type of setup this might be, what its purpose is?
I will let you make a investigation check.
Okay, investigation. Is- That's a 16 plus. Just a 16.
So you try to understand what it is. As far as you can tell, that just seems like an amber spot in the floor. And that fleshy bit, it looks like there might be some sort of contraption underneath the flesh, like it's meant to do something, but it's so appalling and strange that you can't actually figure out what it would do. It just unsettles you.
Tell me, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Can I roll history to see if I see anything like this before?
Go for it.
I'll make sure I grab a d20. Wow. Oh, 15 plus 4.
You personally haven't seen this before, but the fleshy bits remind you of a bit of text from what you think is a race of really, really ancient beings that were dinosaur-like in nature, called saurians, that used to be on a world that, as far as anyone knows, no longer exists. And you think this might be their odd, fleshy technology. But you wouldn't know how it's powered.
I relay that information.
Okay, I saw dinosaurs when I touched the skeleton.
That's not a good sign.
What if the planet that we're on right now is the planet where the saurians used to live?
And then, like, some sort of ice age, or say a giant dragon came through and took over the world.
Maybe. but that doesn't tell us what this is for and what we do with it. Didn't the book say something about amber?
Yes, the book
Yeah.
said specifically the amber holds the key that only the ancients can comprehend.
Okay. So I have a crazy idea. I'm gonna walk up to the amber slab and touch it with my new bone hand.
You walk up to the amber slab, and the moment you step onto the amber slab, everything around you fades away, and you feel a flash and a burning in your mind as your back gets heavier, and you see the creature once again. Well, not the creature, but you see the face of that beautiful, beautiful man once again, seeming oh so much closer to drilling through to where this creature is. And Piggy, you see his back light up, seemingly where he's storing the bones of the bathtub, as they seem to form some sort of magical connection with the stone he's now standing on. And you see the platform in front of you guys starts moving down slowly. The big fleshy one.
Is he too?
Yes.
So is he okay.
He comes back too.
So it's going down like an elevator?
Yeah, it's going down like an elevator, and it's starting really, really slowly.
Guys, come on, elevator, let's go.
Eh.
I gotta save my kingdom after this.
Alright. Just,
Also, I'm going to relay that I saw the evil pretty guy again. He's no troll, though.
Gotta move this off the table too. New table. This one is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Loading, loading, loading. Alright, and you guys.
Jake can combine myself.
So what?
Yeah, I'm on one.
Alright. Where did I... There he is. You guys see the lift reach the bottom, and as you do, you see your good friend Richter Maxim. I say a good friend very sarcastically. Across the way, quite a number of yards away, and he says, "Well, welcome, my amigos. What brings you all down to this place I've been excavating? You here for the treasure as well?"
Funnily enough, you happen to have brought us here. Somewhat indirectly.
Oh, well, I am popular with the ladies.
Okay, look at both the men playing in the game right now.
He then says, "Well, it's quite unfortunate that you've come here from me, because you see, I'm not liking to go anywhere with y'all. However, if you'd like to give me a hand, I wouldn't be obliged to say no. And I wouldn't mind cutting y'all in."
Well, it just so happens, and I'm going to hold up the bone gauntlet, that I happen to have a hand that you may be interested in.
Fairly straightforward of you. I can appreciate that. Well, it's in your best interest to turn around, most like.
All right, listen. The guy who sent us after you doesn't really seem like a good guy, I'll be honest with you. You don't seem to be on the up and up either. However, uh, I heard your little message on the back on the surface there, and I'd really like to not have everything within the area incinerated. So maybe we can come to an understanding of some kind.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of understanding are you hoping to acquire?
Uh, what you trying to do here? I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems apocalyptic.
You see a machine right behind him digging through to what seems to be a massive amber piece through what seems to be solid ice. And it seems to be using magical energy of some kind to generate a beam of heat that is slowly drilling through the ice. And he points at it and he says, "Well, like I said, I'm just trying to get the treasure off this planet."
Listen, I have seen things since I've gotten here. I have felt more fear than I've ever felt in my life, and I'm telling you, I don't think this treasure that you're looking for is what you think it is.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly what's here. And the information and the object here within the ice would fetch a price so high that I would be a millionaire practically overnight.
Uh, okay, information, object.
And I could even double down. With my connections in the Empire, I'd likely be well and over a trillionaire.
But can you spend that money if, say, a sealed up big evil creature destroys the world? Galaxy, possibly.
And why should I care for this dead and frozen planet?
I think we're talking everything. I can I roll a persuade? Well, I don't know that he doesn't know that there's like a living thing possibly attached to that. Piggy, you want to weigh in? Tell me. I'm turning in character.
Not really, because he sounded awful like he's making a lot of good points.
Yeah.
we can hear him out.
He is sounding like he is making some good points.
Oh, Captain, would you like to weigh in?
No, Captain is bad at making. Oh God. Money. I don't know.
He gives a sly smile, and just as he does, you see the ice behind him start to crack.
Oh, lovely.
So, now we're never situation.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
I did majority vote. Do you guys want to do it? You guys okay with it?
Are we
can
okay with
always
help?
betray him.
Okay. I'm gonna. Would it? Can I touch the skeleton again?
You touch the skeleton, and as you do, you see from behind the ice the machine and the back of Richter, and very blurrily your own face. And as you do, you feel a sense of impending hunger and a sense of absolute joy at the thought of being free. And you think to yourself that it's all coming to fruition. Everything you've been waiting for what's been most likely centuries is happening in this moment. And then you're back to yourself.
Can I roll a persuasion check to persuade him to stop this and tell him that there's something back there that wants to eat us all, including him, mostly him because he's closer.
You can make your best attempt, but as far as you can tell, he seems dead set in his way, and you'd be at disadvantage.
Okay, so I have gnomish. Well, no, that's a save that. I have gnomish cunning, which I haven't been using because I forgot that I have it, which gives me advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Or I don't know if it's. Yeah, wait, no, that's saving throws. That's not. Damn it. Never mind. Yeah, why not? I'll try anyway.
Worth a try.
Okay.
Get him. Convince his ass.
Okay,
That-
that's a 6.
Not boding well.
Nope. Because. So it's a 6.
So you've got
7
a
also.
6. A 7, actually.
Yeah.
He looks at you, and he says, "So you're against me, eh?" And he points his wrist out, and his gauntlet snaps open, and he pulls his arm across the room, and you hear a bunch of loud banging sounds as a line of bullet holes forms in the floor there, and he says, "Now, if you truly are against me, and you choose to come at me or even bother stepping over that line, there's going to be hell to pay."
I'm gonna turn to Ash. I'm gonna say, hey, do you have a clear shot by any chance? Does she still have? Wait, no, she doesn't have a bow. That's just in the artwork. She's unarmed, isn't she?
No, she has an axe.
Right. Okay. That's not gonna work.
Can she throw the axe?
Huge distance. Oh.
Too far away for me to cast anything, too. I guess we gotta fight this guy, but we seem outgunned, like literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Feck isn't here.
But there isn't a sign saying "Do not fight," so we should fight this thing.
You know what?
But like, do we really want to though? Should we?
I kind of want to do something.
I mean, we
Yeah.
could just.
All right.
Before we fight, I want to walk up, hands up in like a surrender position.
Mm-hmm.
You make a good point, my friend. Walk up close to the line.
Mm-hmm.
Can I at least can we be partners in this thing? Hello.
Make a deception check.
Who says I'm deceiving?
Only
knows.
because your buddy already determined that you guys are against him.
I'm not against him so much as I just think that he needs to reevaluate his priorities.
That's a 21 total.
You're tied.
At 21?
Therefore, I will say you win.
Oh, yay. Let me pass. I want to see the treasure with my own eyes.
He says you'll see it just fine when I get it out.
Yeah, let me help you. I'm an artificer. I'm good at that sort of thing.
He says, I'm sure the machine can handle it. But I think having at least one of you as a partner might be better than none.
I'm not being your partner until I'm able to actually see this treasure myself.
He lets you step forward.
Yay. How far?
Test your luck and find out.
I cautiously hands up, start walking. Jeff behind me.
Mm-hmm. Once
I'm
you
gonna
get
walk.
once you get
to the
about
line.
this close, he says, "Freeze right there, sir." Now that you're closer, you can make out a little bit more than just the amber behind the glass, the ice, as you see what seems to be an inky, jet black, pulsing
God.
form in the amber.
Okay. I need to consult my list of words.
Your list of words.
Yeah. Okay, can I? Okay, I'm right there. That's not gonna help. I have nothing that will like instantly let me destroy this thing either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna say, hey, it might help us make up our minds a little bit if you could tell us what this treasure is exactly.
He says, "All I can tell you for sure is it's an ancient and powerful being, but it should be deep in slumber. And with its genetics and possible knowledge, we could make more than you could imagine."
And what if it's not asleep?
Well, all my sources and all of the information I've got say it is deep in slumber and should be for at least 100 years after escaping the ice.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold up the bag with the bones in it, and I'm gonna say, would you like to touch this skeleton? I think it'll teach you very important things.
No. And why would
Okay,
I listen to someone who already tried to get me to stop?
I'm just listen. I have my best interests and your best interests at heart right now, okay? Money isn't going to do you any good if there's nothing left to buy with it, right?
I assure you, I'm quite intelligent, and I know what's going to occur.
Yeah, dude, just let him do what he needs to do.
Okay.
Is he distracted enough for me to cast a spell?
Yeah, I'm going to keep just yapping.
I would say you could probably cast a spell, yes, but directly afterwards, initiatives will need to be rolled.
I'm still holding the bones up. I'm like rattling them a little bit inside the bag like, eh?
Yep, it's not an Italian thing, and people used to take tomatoes and potatoes with poison.
But what if it's like a peaceful spell?
Well, that depends on the spell and how it goes.
Mm. Can I get a better look at your mining tool? I think it's interesting. Never seen such thing in my life.
Are you just straight up asking that?
Yeah.
He says, absolutely not.
Why is it expensive?
It's quite the important device.
Well, you could buy a new one though. I'm not gonna do anything to it.
Again, absolutely not. It's very important, and I'm not that liable to trust you just yet.
What can I do to make you trust me?
Well, you could either convince your friends to join in, or convince them to leave.
Okay, so pals.
I raise an
Okay.
eyebrow.
So think of the. Okay, this is worth a lot, right? I turn to him and ask him.
He says, yes, and through the right sources, it could be worth more than the entire intergalactic net value.
And we get some of that, correct?
Yes, you certainly would.
Guys, imagine a life where we don't have to fly around the galaxy. We can settle down, make a family.
Immediately thinks about my 50,000 brothers and sisters back home in the entire hive colony I left to go travel and explore space. I don't want to settle down.
But
I don't-
you don't have to settle down. No, you could get a better ship.
Travel in
My
style.
ship is just fine. But you do make a point. I
Bigger
like not
ship.
starving, so I guess I'm in.
I want to wink to them because I want to stand right in front of the bad guy and say all this stuff and wink to them so they can see me wink.
Mm-hmm. You do.
Okay.
Okay,
We
so
don't.
if I can't convince you not to do this, then I guess the least that I can do is to try and make sure that it doesn't go completely south. So I will join you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk over to them slowly, hands up,
He
and I'm now standing there.
he allows you to get about half as far as Piggy did.
Okay.
It seems he trusts you even less than he trusts the other one.
That's fair.
That's the guy you want if anything goes wrong. I'm just saying. He's kind of our medic. I'll keep him in line. Let him get a little closer. I got a giant robot.
Is Trashy gonna approach?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lets y'all get about yay close.
Okay.
So we're next to him. What do we do now?
I mean, I think we should actually see how this plays out.
Oh, I just wanted to get us close so you didn't have the range advantage.
As you guys are thinking about this, you see the ice behind him crack again. And now that you're all close, you can all see within the amber a black, pulsing, swirling form.
Hey, I'm gonna point behind him and say, "Hey, so that looks bad." Can I make a persuasion check for him to look, because there actually is something to look at?
He doesn't.
No.
He hears the crack, and he looks at the three of you. No, it's technically four of you still.
5.
No, one of you is dead. Don't worry about it. Doesn't exist.
Oh, I got 2 constructs, guys.
I'm not talking about your constructs. I'm talking about Ash. And she needs what?
She needs to stay back there. Like, the campaign's over. She dies.
I need to be in the back line at all time.
So, as the ice cracks, he looks at the four of you, and he narrows his eyes, and he raises a hand, and it looks like he's tapping on his gauntlet, and that's when you notice he has a screen on his arm. And you suddenly start hearing a bit of rumbling as it looks like his motorcycle comes through the roof.
Oh. Why would you bring that? It's gonna explode.
He says, "Oh, don't worry about it. It'll only explode if I want it to."
Mm.
Now then. He turns towards the ice, and he laughs. It's about time we finally made it this far. We've been digging for months. It took so long. As the ice cracks once again.
What do we do?
He's not facing us anymore, right?
Correct.
So I'm going to cast, and I'm keeping track of my spell slots this time. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at his back.
Mm-hmm.
Decision has been made. Good.
All right.
Because we
roll
would
initiative.
be here all day.
Okay, so that's a ranged spell attack. Plus 9 plus 4 plus. So it's my wisdom score plus my proficiency bonus.
Your spell attack DC? Yeah, it's wisdom plus proficiency for you. I believe you're a cleric.
Okay, so that's 9 plus 7, so 9. That's 16 to hit.
Believe it or not, that hits.
Okay, so that is 4d6 radiant damage.
There's vigorous typing.
1. Total 5. Total 10. That's 12 damage radiant.
Mm-hmm. 12 radiant damage. Okay.
Magically stops, turns 20 every time.
Magically stops and turns to 20 every time. What, the die?
Yeah, look. Every time.
Alright. So, initiatives, please.
Okay. I rolled a 13.
I got an 11.
$13.
This is gonna be tough without Feck.
Yeah, it is.
13, 13, 11, 8. Man, everyone's after Richter.
Oh boy.
So you hit him in the back with a ball of condensed light. And he turns around with a smile on his face and said, I knew I couldn't trust you bastards. And he grabs the handle of his motorcycle and proceeds to get on top of it. And as he does, his gauntlet opens up as he spins around and bullets start flying out. And I need everyone to make a dex save.
No.
Got a 16.
I rolled a 1
No.
plus dex, which makes it a 2. Oh man,
Poor
I'm getting
Blue.
ventilated.
Oh, I have like 47 things to roll for. That is right. I hate myself.
I mean, I am the one that shot him, so fair, but still.
So, Peggy's gonna take half damage. What did Trashy get on dex?
$19.
Nah, Trashy's taking half.
Oh,
So, Chaos, you take 19 damage.
Oh my god.
Ash takes 19 damage.
oh, what the fuck is the range on that shit?
The line on the floor.
Helmy and Trash take half. And what about your two constructs?
The big one fails. Rolled a 2.
Alright.
Cloud, I needed. Does a 17 beat it? So I don't have to look up.
17 does beat it, yes.
Alright, my other one takes no damage.
Alright, so 9 damage to you and Trash, and 19 damage to Jeff. Did your little guy lose his physicality?
Yeah,
Okay. I was gonna say, I can't see his name anymore, so.
I fucked it up.
Fair enough.
Half my HP.
And then he's now sitting on his bike, and he looks at y'all and says, I warned you not to go against me. And now it's you guys' turn. Starting at the top, Trashy.
Okay. I'm going to fire my cannon.
Mm-hmm.
2d8. I need a dexterity saving throw, DC something.
Wait. I had an idea. If we can disable the thing on his arm.
He fails.
He feels. Okay, 2d6. 2d6. 18.
18's pretty damn good.
Okay. that's it. That's the end of my turn. I can't do anymore. That's it.
Alrighty-o. After Trashy, it is Chaos.
Oh boy. Okay. So let me look at my list of things that I can do. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt again, I think.
Mm-hmm. You would have advantage to hit.
Alright, so that's a 17 to hit.
Believe it or not, you hit.
Okay. 46. That is 13 damage.
13. Alright.
And I'm going to actually step. I can still move, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna step closer because I want to try and grab him with my bone hand. But, I probably should have done that. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a bit closer. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. After that, it is Helmy's turn. Did I not give you a range on your cantrip? Whack.
My turn.
Yep.
I thought the range on my cantrip was touch.
We're gonna go ahead and say it is for now.
Okay.
You got a cantrip?
Yeah, with my bone hand.
I didn't get a cantrip.
What did you get?
Duh. I have things to make my construct stronger, basically.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to magic missile him in the face.
Alright. As one does.
Not. Go away. I don't need 4.
Piggy's favorite spell.
Absolutely. Bullshit. I hate my life. It'll be total of 6 damage.
Ooh.
Walk up. And he's going to menacingly heal himself for 2d8.
He's gonna menacingly heal himself for 2d8.
Yeah. See, that's not bad. It's 13.
Fair.
Plus. There's a plus. Plus 3. 16.
Cool.
Almost all the damage she took.
Cool.
Almost full health. Okay. Dappy his turn.
After that, it is Ash's turn.
Ash, baby, don't.
She took 19 damage.
Ash, hide. Get past the red line.
5, 10, 90, 95. It is 100 feet from her. She proceeds to whip her axe over her head and chuck it hard at the lad.
If it severs the arm with the remote, that would be perfect.
Oh, I should have.
All right, well, she completely undercuts herself, hits Chaos in the back of the head with the handle, and
Are you kidding me?
and as it's coming back, it also hits him right in the nose. And both hits make a solid bonk bonk sound. You don't take any damage or anything, but it's mildly irritating.
I like stumble and I grab my nose and I'm like, what?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep. After that, it is his turn again. You see what looks to be a chamber open up on the side of his bike, and it starts spewing flame as he starts driving in a small circle within his square. And I need each of you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Boy, okay, it can't possibly be worse than the last one. Total 14.
Oh, shit. Okay. Guess he's successful in that. I'm gonna be very.
You're gonna be very what?
Said I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, are you ready for my numbers?
Go for it.
I got a 14.
All right, 14.
My big construct got a nat 20.
Uh-huh.
My little construct got a nat 1.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And Chaos got a what? And Trash got a what?
14.
14.
I didn't hear what was supposed to happen. There
Dex
was
save.
a blender going off.
Oh,
Dex
sorry.
save.
Dex save. Got it.
What did you get again, Piggy? You specifically.
14, I think. It was 12 plus whatever. Yeah,
All right.
14.
10 plus 8 is an 18.
All right. So, Piggy, Helmy, Chaos, and Not Jeff all fail. Although Not Jeff has the one thing that monks get, right?
Yeah, he has.
So, Not Jeff, Jeff, and Trashy will take 10 fire damage. Piggy, Helmy, and Chaos will all take 20 fire damage.
There's things I want to do, but there's too many tabs.
Oh, God.
Okay,
That brings-
so I am going to cast Absorb Elements to give myself resistance to the damage. So I will take 10. I'll take 10.
Mm-hmm.
And my next melee attack will also deal some fire damage. I think that's
Gotcha.
how the spell works. Don't quote me. Where's an extra 1d6 the next time I attack with weapon? So I'm sad
Why are you sad?
because my little construct gets destroyed.
Oof.
I take. No, not go down. Take down. Yeah. Okay. As the fire comes out, you see my little teddy bear just go up into flames. And I am devastated. I just let out a howl. Like a whale.
Piggy's little teddy bear that's been riding on his shoulder this whole time goes up in flames, and he screams in exasperated pain.
Okay. Take a high or low?
High? Question mark?
Okay. I'm gonna roll this actually. It is low. I do not do it.
Do not do what?
Okay. I was contemplating to do some back.
To do some
I
fuck
rolled
shit.
a 9.
Gotcha. Alright. After that, Richter dismounts his bike, and you see it start flashing red. And you hear a countdown begin, and it starts at 3. And then it is Trashy's turn.
I'm sorry, I was doing a thing. Alright, Alright, I'm doing the thing. 2d8. I need a dexterity save. It is DC 8 plus 5 plus proficiency bonus. 8 plus 8 is 16. It's a DC 16.
He fails.
He fails?
Yep.
Okay. Roll! Yikes. 9 plus 5 is 14. That's it. That's my turn. Gang gang.
Good damn it.
Chaos.
Okay, so I have 1 hit point.
No, she does.
So I'm at death's door. Okay. Can I try to tackle him and attack him with my bone hand cantrip?
So you want to run at him and basically shove your hand into his chest, right?
If I can, yeah. Or at least get a good grip on him.
Go for it.
Okay, so
Get up to him and make a
gonna-
melee spell attack.
okay. No. I'd like to use. Can I use a twist on this?
Go for it.
Good, because I rolled a 1. Okay, so that's plus. That's a 21 total.
21. That hits.
Okay, so I'm going to use Icy Grasp. He takes 2d10 cold damage, cuts his movement speed in half, and gets a stack of frost covered. So I need a d10. Thought I had one over here. That's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 8, so 13.
You're not going to believe this. That was exactly what you needed to knock him down.
Holy crap. Okay, good.
The exact
So I'm just-
number of HP he had left was 13.
Okay, so I'm just like covered in my own blood at this point. Like, possibly with the bone hand stabbing into him.
Mm-hmm. So you're covered in blood, and he falls to the ground. And as he falls to the ground, you hear the motorcycle countdown 2.
Can I grab the thing on his wrist to see if I can disable it?
You can certainly make an attempt.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Make a investigation check.
That's a 16.
You look at the thing on his wrist and you start tapping around and you successfully get it open and you see it's in Celestial.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, guys, we need to shut this thing down. Helmy, can you still read?
And the motorcycle counts down 1.
Okay.
I don't know. Has it been an hour?
No, it has not been an hour.
I can still read. Just skimming through it. What does it say?
Helmy comes up and skims through it and finds bike controls and immediately finds where it says self-destruct and finds a cancel button.
Cancel!
He pushes cancel button just as it goes 0.
Oh,
And the bike shuts off.
okay.
Go back wallowing in my self-pity.
You pick up the scraps and pieces of your teddy, and if you wanted to, I would let you cast mending to bring him back.
I do. I don't care about anything else.
Piggy
Tears are flooding my eyes.
Piggy immediately starts picking up his bear and bear pieces and stitching them together with magic.
I don't care about the giant drill that's still going on.
Oh no. I totally forgot about that. I was too busy bleeding out. Can I take the bracelet off of his wrist?
Go ahead and do it. You take his gauntlets. They both look like really high advanced technology.
Okay, while Helby's still mending the bear, I not understanding the significance of this bear. I'm gonna be like, Helby, please, the drill. We have to stop it.
And as you say that, the drill, you hear behind you a massive crack and the drill shuts down, and you hear creaking. And it almost
boy.
sounds like when spring water or when tap water is leaking from a pipe. And as you turn to look at the ice, and everyone sees the ice, you see a vicious, a visceral, gooey black fluid spraying from what seems to be a very, very narrow hole, just barely tapping into the amber. And it cracks again. And suddenly the ice explodes outwards, and you see a torrent of black fluids flooding towards you. I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
That's a total 7. Can I grab the skeleton one last time before I die?
I got an 8.
Maybe I can come to an arrangement with this creature.
My other two got a 14.
If Feck were here, he'd be trying to cook it.
So your big guy manages to withstand it and stays in place, while you and Chaos are both washed away, basically, by the flooding black liquid. How did Trashy do on strength?
A strength save?
Yes.
I got a 9.
Fair. So all three of you are hit by the torrent and washed away as it strikes you, as is Richter, and you're wind up slamming against the wall back here, along with Ash. You don't take any damage from it, but you're certainly winded, and as you're being pushed against the wall, each of you feels this disgusting, horrendous pit in your stomach swell. And Chaos, you feel it even heavier than everyone else. And I need you specifically to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay. $11, 18. So that's a. That is a 11, 13. That's a 13.
13. As you're pushed against the wall, all of you, and you're practically blinded by the black fluid, almost tar-like in nature, the fluid suddenly recedes, and as everyone looks around, you see Chaos is missing. And Chaos, you don't feel like the fluid recedes at all. You feel a sense of impending dread and doom, and a growing hunger in your stomach, as it almost feels like you start to absorb whatever's come out of this water. And you're not sure where you are, but you feel yourself changing ever so much. And I need you to really quickly make one more Constitution saving throw.
Okay. With disadvantage or?
Nope.
That's another 13.
As the fluids recede and the world starts to look a little more normal, a little covered in black fluid, you see in the middle of the room, the fluid starts pooling together, and you see an inky jet black version of Chaos laying on the ground as Chaos's skin slowly fades to normal.
Yeah, that can't be good.
The bones he was carrying are no longer there.
Am I conscious?
You are unconscious at this moment.
Okay.
Eh. Eh. I try to wake him up.
How do you try to wake him up?
I try shaking him.
You shake Chaos a little bit and see if it wakes him up. And as you do, Chaos's eyes open. Chaos, all of a sudden you're thrown out of that tumultuous, horrendous black fluid covered space, and you see Piggy's face as he's shaking you awake. And you think for a moment that you might have died. But no. In that case, why would you see him?
Because he went to heaven. Duh. And I'm
Okay.
there.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. It's probably just like a really deep, sharp inhale, like. And I'm gonna. First thing I do is look around for the bones, and I'm gonna notice that they're not there, and that's gonna freak me out a little bit. But like, I'm gonna be like, it was everywhere, and it was everywhere, and now it's not.
Uh,
I lost a lot of blood.
I think it's inside of you.
What is? My blood? Not
Black
anymore.
goo.
I look down at like my hands and like the bone hand and like my regular hand.
As you look at your hands, for a moment you see a hint of black in your blood vessels as it goes by. And then it seems perfectly normal after that.
Huh. Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself while I'm sitting here?
I don't see why you couldn't.
Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'm just gonna like touch my own bullet wound and 1d8 plus ability mod. Okay, so I healed 6 hit points, so I'm to 7 now. I'm gonna like try to stand up. Can I roll? Do I feel any different?
At the moment, you don't really feel any different at all. You feel like yourself.
Huh.
Although, you do feel a little hungrier than before.
Oh no.
Not much.
I wonder what this will mean for my kingdom.
Hey, speaking of kingdoms, you have to roll another D100.
I do. I used a twist. Okay, this is gonna get even weirder. That's not a D100. Three, 4, 5, 10. Percentile. Okay, so roll and roll. That's a 30 or a 3. That's a Well, the one's digit is so yeah, it's a 3.
From here on out, everything you say has to be sung.
So where is the bounty? Did we find him?
What? Yes? he's back there, I think.
Let us go turn him in so we can leave.
Oh, why are you singing?
I may have severe head trauma.
That's not something to be singing about.
I literally cannot help it. I'm gonna try and get through the rest of this campaign with having Chaos say as little as possible.
Alright.
So yeah, let's walk over there.
So you guys start leaving, and you pick up Richter Maxim. I assume you want to like put him in grav cuffs or something of the nature.
Yeah, do I still have his bracelet?
Yes, you have his bracelets.
Can I put that on?
You can certainly put it on, however, it seems to be bio-locked.
Ah, dang. In that case, I'm just gonna put it in my bag then.
Okay.
I run back. Can I move the bike?
Can you move the bike? Yes, you can certainly
Oh.
move the bike.
Actually, I'm gonna be like, hey, Helmy, take this bracelet. It controls the bike and you can read it.
Ah.
Oh, wait, no. Hey, Helmy, take this bracelet. It controls the bike and you can read it.
Okay. Thank you.
So he hands you the bracelet and you try to use it and you find it's bio-locked.
Mm. I could probably still sell it.
Probably.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it off where we are at, but
Alright. So you guys take off to the upper grounds, and as you do, you see the world is a lot clearer than it was before. And as you get above ground, you receive an incoming call from Reginald.
weird.
It's just weird, that's all you're gonna say.
Yeah, that is weird because we couldn't communicate with them
Yep, I'm fully aware.
before.
So you guys gonna answer the call?
Yes.
Alright. You guys pick up the call and Reginald says, "Hey, it's good to see you guys. Apparently, whatever you've done down there seems to have cleared up the electromagnetic field that was impairing our systems."
Oh. I turned to Blue and said, "You thought it would destroy the world."
It still may.
And he says, "Would you like me to commence extraction? I can see where you parked the bus."
Yeah, we're not there.
"Yes, your biosignature indicates you are far from there, almost on the other side of the planet."
Yeah, we got shit done.
A dragon bit our wings off, Reggie.
He looks confused at the screen and says, "Why are you making that weird sound?"
I wish I knew.
"It's atrocious and grinds against my auditory sockets."
Dude, he just called you a bad singer.
I promise I'll shut up if you come get us.
He says, "Very well. I'll bring the car. I'll bring the ship around to pick you guys up. But before I do, let me just quickly grab the bus." And after about an hour, he shows up to get you guys, landing right in front of the research station.
Oh God, I'm starving.
Me too, oddly.
And you guys get onto the ship, and I assume you guys are gonna put Richter somewhere.
Yes,
All right.
under close watch. He's not going to be alone.
He's not.
We're not going to
gonna
lose another person.
be- All right. So you guys put Richter under close watch, and set some stuff up. You make contact for the boss man of the boss man of the casino. What's his face? And take off to go meet him. As you're going to put Richter where he needs to be, you wind up checking his pockets, I'm guessing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Why is... Am I doing the wrong one? Boards? Yeah, I'm doing the wrong one. I'm tables. I think this is the wrong shape. Yeah, it is. Hold on.
Did we get a long rest on the way back here?
Yes, you will get a long rest on the way back here, but we're not quite done yet.
Okay.
Give me just a moment. I just want to get this map up.
I will be right back, then I need to use the bathroom.
Fair.
Why was I thinking? Oh, that's a different edition of.
A different D&D edition?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was wondering why I got a D6 for a hit die instead of a D4.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's so old.
Alright. So, you guys pat him down, check his pockets, make sure he doesn't have anything that would get him out as you guys are loading him up on the deck. And as you do, you find in his pocket a ornate golden key with an emerald in the hilt, the top. And it seems that's probably pretty important.
Yeah.
Now that I've said that and got that out of the way, I also have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Me too.
Be right back, guys.
I'm back.
had to use the bathroom so bad I jumped maps way earlier than I should have.
That's okay.
Components, nope. Objects, tables. This one. We're gonna go back to this map. A map that hasn't been seen in a hot minute.
Ooh.
Alright. So is everyone back?
I think we're still waiting on Piggy, and I don't know where Trashy went.
I think Trashi keeps muting herself because of her environment.
Yeah. That's fair, but I mean she's not in the call anymore.
Oh, did she abandon the call? Oh, she DM'd me apparently. Oh, she left. She called it quits.
Okay, that makes sense.
Gold with something key. Oh, gold with emerald key. Yep. What the heck is that over there?
What? Oh, I just noticed that one.
So, how about them Mets?
I heard they won the Super Bowl.
You sure about that?
No.
I was under the impression they were going to the Worlds, kicking that ball around and scoring goals in the net.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be in the next FIFA game.
The age-old tradition of how bad can we fuck up on our sports?
Yeah.
The more people I make friends with, the more people that get in on the joke. Just clearing up some table clutter.
Totally fine.
How about that for table clutter? Oh, it's tiny. Never mind.
What's tiny? What? Huh?
I scribbled all over the table, but there's three-dimensional space.
Yeah.
Just a bit wonky in some places.
Alright. Welcome back, Piggy.
I am back, yes.
Now that we're back, you can see I just changed the map again. Oh,
I see that.
Because I gave you guys that map way too quick. Well, you guys get back on the ship. You guys get the emerald key, the gold emerald key, and while you're on the ship, you make contact with the casino boss, and he says he wants you there ASAP.
Okay.
He says the sooner you get there, the better. And so as that call hangs up, Reginald asks you guys if you want to use some of the special fuel to enter the hyperdrive.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Alright. So you guys take off from the planet and use some of your fuel. For the sake of it, for the time being, I'm gonna say every time you enter hyperdrive, it's like a quarter of a tank of the special fuel, which is fine. And you see the world around you shape and distort to a more shadowy, angry looking universe, and you see planets start to look a little more ugly and red and orange and just all sorts of wonky. It almost looks like you're it looks kind of candy corny, put it that way. And as you do, all of a sudden, as you're passing by and trying to get there as soon as possible, your ship stops moving. It almost seems like it got stuck. And suddenly it's being pulled towards a planet. You're not sure if it's gravity or something else, but it seems you're more or less being pulled in. Until you somewhat crash land.
Okay.
Would anyone like to get out and take a look at where you are?
Yeah, Chaos is going to. He's not gonna say anything, but he's going to he's gonna just sort of. Is the prisoner still secured?
The prisoner is still secured, yes.
Okay, in that case, he's gonna get out and he's gonna go out and he's gonna take a peek outside.
Mm-hmm. You take a look outside, and the first thing you see is it looks like there's autumn and maple leaves and all sorts of fun stuff falling around. And you see what looks to be a gargoyle walking past across the tree line. And as you see it, it sees you and it waves and keeps walking.
Okay, he's gonna wave back and smile, and then kind of go over to the entrance of the ship and look at Helmy and gesture to come out.
Okay. I walk out.
You step outside, you see exactly what he saw, except for the gargoyle, which is now fucked off. Can you what?
Can we assume? Oh, sorry.
No, can you what? Go ahead.
Can we assume that Trashi and Feck are currently watching the prisoner inside the ship?
Sure, we can say that.
You was gonna speak.
Well,
I said sure, you can say that. We can say that.
Before that.
No, yeah.
No,
I say something.
But when I was saying something, I was asking what he wanted to say, because I cut him off before.
I feel like one of us should say something in the game, and I don't want it to be me because I have to sing it.
Oh, okay. So I would know what this dimension is, right?
Yes.
At least a hankering.
You would understand that you're in the dimension of the Shadowfell, and that this is where a lot of the less tasteful beasts of the realms are, but also that it's a condensed place with its own worlds and all that fun stuff. And for whatever reason, you guys are now stranded on this planet in the Shadowfell.
What the heck happened, Reggie?
Reginald shrugs for a moment and says, for some reason, it seems like a net of gravitational energy was thrown up between a sector of, and he lists off coordinates and says, and we happened to get caught in it and pulled down to this planet.
Okay, so is there a way to get off the planet?
He says, until we can disable whatever's causing the gravitational anomaly, it's not likely.
Okay. Can I cast Detect Magic?
You can certainly cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
As you look around, you see everything is outlined in a orangish reddish glow, from the dirt to the trees to the soil to the leaves. There's nothing that doesn't spark of magic here.
Okay. But is there any and nothing that isn't orange?
Nothing that isn't orangish reddish. Yeah.
Okay.
And for the sake of it, I'm not going to specify what type of magic, because I couldn't tell you.
All right, that's fair. I was just hoping there might be a trail to follow.
And it's around at this point where someone comes down a path. They look almost like a more or less like a human, except they look very, very aged, and they smell horrendous once they get closer. And they look at you and they ask, well, isn't this a strange development?
You're telling us.
How's it do, strangers?
Yeah,
They hold out a hand.
no. But hello.
How do you do? Oh, I was gonna say, how do you do? My name is Chaos, and then I shake his hand with my bone hand.
You shake his hand, and as you grab his hand and start moving, when you pull your hand up to start shaking, his entire arm detaches, and he screams for a moment and says, I got you with that one, didn't I?
Sir, you are very funny, and I hand him his arm back.
He says, thank you. I love it when people give me a hand.
God, I hate it here.
And he says, welcome. You seem to be off-worlders, for sure. So, it's my pleasure
What gave that away, the ship?
Oh, hey, that's there too. And he says, anyway, it's my pleasure to make your acquaintance and be your first contact here, I'm guessing. You have arrived on a wonderful planet of Beverest. And I don't know what else to say from there. It's a pleasure to meet you. And he turns around and starts to walk away.
Oh. I guess where's the nearest city?
The nearest city? Oh, that would just be right up the street here. If you'd like to come with me, I'll give you a little show around.
You think we should go to the nearest city?
I'm gonna turn to Helmy and just nod and be like, thumbs up.
Okay. We follow him to the nearest city.
You guys follow him up the road a little bit. You pass by some trees. You see gargoyle fly above you. At one point, you see some bats come through. You see some spiders lurking in the woods. And when I say you see some spiders, I don't mean like you see some large spiders, like they're as big as you. I mean like that motherfucker looks like a storied building of 2 stories tall. But they don't seem to want to come towards the road.
You saw that now.
So, and he keeps leading you through to the village. And as you get there, you see some really tall gates. And he opens the gate and closes it behind him and says, "My apologies, I'll be right back. I just gotta go get someone to make sure I can let you in." And as you're looking and waiting, assuming you wait,
Yes.
so as you're looking and waiting, you see some ghosts fly through the streets. You see a couple of zombie-looking dudes walking about, kind of like the guy you just met. You see a whole bunch of all sorts of different creatures and stuff that just look like they were thrown in spirit of Halloween costumes and let wander the streets. Vampires. You even see something that looks like Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, I should say.
This place is awesome.
I hate it here. It's like everything wants to kill you. We don't get a map for the village.
No map. I actually didn't make it yet. I thought it would take
Oh.
longer to get through the last planet, just a little bit. So
What do you mean, just a little bit? You didn't have confidence we'd be able to solve a puzzle.
I thought the puzzle would take a little bit longer. I was going to do another thing, but I forgot what it was. Are y'all kissing yet? Says Chappy. Give the DM a dread. Why, Chappy? Why would you want to make things harder for yourself? You're part of this
Chappy.
campaign.
Chaos got possessed, possibly by a world-ending deity entity thing. I almost choked on a goldfish.
So, and eventually the zombie guy comes back. I'd say like 10 minutes, give or take. And he comes back with a certificate of approval saying that you can enter the city. So he opens up the gate and hands over the ticket for you guys and says, "All right, my name is Senor Reginald. Pleased to meet you."
Nope, change your name.
Why?
I can't have two Reginalds in my life. You need to change your name.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
the one on the ship is Reggie. He
That's
can be
just-
Reginald.
That's just my name. I'm just a lad. This guy,
Continue.
he elbows Chaos. This guy must not have. This guy, he's got no funny bone in him. He then grabs a rib that's poking out, pulls it out, and says, "This is my funny bone. Without it, nothing's funny." And then he puts it back in and starts laughing.
Just a deep sigh. Just want to go home.
I just want to stop singing everything I say.
That's your own damn fault.
So as he looks at you guys, he says, "Well, unfortunate. So what are you guys coming to the city for, friendos?"
We're looking for the machine that crashed our ship.
Yeah.
You're looking for something that crashed your ship. I wouldn't know of any machines like that here. If anyone would, it would be the king of the planet here, which we currently don't have because we're just about to start the blood games.
The blood. I'm interested.
And he says, no, not the blood games, the blood games. It's very insistent it's said like that, because the previous winner was a part of the house of the vampires, House of Adamir.
Yeah, the blood game.
Yeah, the blood games.
Have we healed at all?
Yes,
Since-
you guys would have gotten a long rest.
Okay.
The
thank goodness.
only remaining downside to your guys's I can't actually read it because it's not on the hand. Twists is your singing.
Okay.
So are you gonna hop in with us, Chappie? For however long is left? So and he says, so yeah. Do you want to know about the blood games?
Kinda.
Yes, sir. Please tell us the nature of these blood games.
All right. So we've got 3 main houses that normally compete. We've got the House of Stein, we've got the House of Vlad, and we've got the House of... Well, I can't remember their name, he says. But they're all ghosts. Mostly. And they tend to... They're the 3 houses that compete every year, fighting for the win. Although the House of Vlad's won quite consistently. But we have a system where each house participating puts forward 1 game to play, and the house that wins the most games becomes the ruling house, with 1 person from their house elected as the king of the planet.
So what if there's a tie?
If there's a tie, well, then it goes to a tie-breaking round. But we've never really had a tie.
They can't even win in games they choose?
Let's just put it like this. The House of Stein isn't exactly the smartest. But that's between you and me. So,
where is it held?
Well, it's held right here in town normally. Normally we'd have 1 game at each of the houses of the 3 houses. Or sometimes more. Sometimes we get a few other houses participating. But I think lately most of them have just given up. Would you like to participate? Do you have a house you could enter?
I would like to be a king of a planet. That would be cool.
I don't know how this is gonna get us home. That's not in character, but
maybe a bigger picture.
No. Okay, you say you want to get home?
Yeah.
He says, well, since we're kind of indisposed at the moment trying to figure out who our king is, we can't really help you much with that. But if you became the king, well, you'd have the entire planet's populace at your disposal. All you'd need to do is make 1 order.
very well, sir. I think we should join the games. We'll be house, and then I'm gonna turn to Helmy. Helmy, what is that charming bear called again?
Fred?
We are participating under House Fred.
I love it.
He says, wonderful, House Fred. I will take you over and we can get you all registered and ready to go right now. They should be... the registration should still be going on as we speak. He walks you through the city and you guys get to a small stand where you see a zombie-looking guy with 3 different body parts stitched together. His arm's not his own arm, his leg's not his own leg, and you're pretty sure half of his head is not his own head. And
One of my hand
he's
is no longer.
slowly chiseling names into these tombstones of people that are going to be participating in the blood games.
Blade.
And he welcomes you up as you get there, and he says, "What can I do for you?"
We want to sign up for the blood game.
I see. What is your house?
House Fred.
He starts chiseling very slowly until he's chiseled out the word Fred. And he says, "And what is the name of your participants? You must have one participant play for each game."
Oh. Help me? Chaos? Does it have to be a different one per thing?
Well, Feck might be able to join if Chappi can, like, eat and stuff.
Yes, you can only participate in one game each.
Oh.
The construct might count as a participant.
And, I guess I'll say Feck's name, but if he doesn't come, I'll just have my construct participate.
Okay. And he says, "And what about your fourth?"
We need 4? Oh, there's 4 teams. That's right.
You're the fourth house, so there will be a
Um,
fourth game.
I could use prestidigitation really quick and make a fake person, but that could backfire.
Ash? Question mark?
Oh yeah, where's Ash?
Ash would be still on the ship.
Can we radio to the ship?
Yeah, you can radio the ship. Ash picks up.
Hello?
We need.
You go. I don't want to sing.
Okay, we need your help. Can you come meet us?
Sure, what do you need?
We need you to participate in the blood game.
Alright, yeah, I'll be right over.
Okay.
Which way did you guys go?
I explain the way to get to the town.
Okay. She hangs up and then she starts she gets to you guys within a couple of minutes.
Okay. Is she allowed in?
She is not allowed in without a permit.
But what if she's with me?
You hear her calling out from the gate from the entrance.
We'll go get her.
Yeah.
You guys go get her and come back.
Yeah. Ash.
He chisels in all your names, and then he says, "Now the finishing touch. I need a drop of blood from the house leader."
Well,
So, which one of us is the house leader?
isn't it Fred?
You don't have no blood. That's a construct.
I'll use my blood, I guess.
Okay.
So I just like extend my non-bone hand.
Okay. So you extend your hand. He pulls out a suspiciously large needle. Like, you're pretty sure this might actually be an ice pick. But hey, who are you to judge?
Just wide-eyed. Waiting for this to happen.
And it looks like he's going to go poke your finger. And then he slams it into your hand, and it goes through your hand, and you take a total of 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
As you drip a lot of blood onto this tombstone, and it glows a bright red.
Is the blood normal?
And he says, perfect. Yes, your blood is normal, red color.
Huh.
And he says, perfect. Now we can get on with the next house if anyone else ever shows up. Oh, and that's right. I was supposed to say losing means death.
Well,
Yeah, let's not lose. We're all gonna die.
just bandaging my hand in silence, just like, well, this is what it's come to. I may or may not be possessed. I can't speak for fear of singing badly.
And now I'm being forced to play these blood games for sport.
Yeah.
With my life on the line. Alright. So, the guy you were talking to before says, yeah, it's wonderful that you've got so much going on, and now you can participate and maybe even be our king. As the leader, by the way, you'd be the one granted kingship. He points.
Yay.
He points at Chaos.
I just like wide-eyed with like contemplating all of this responsibility. Like,
Dude, you get to save your kingdom.
I don't have that delusion anymore. I'm just singing everything now.
Now it's not going to be a delusion anymore.
Wow, yeah, that was a very prescient table.
So
I guess we head into the.
As you go from this, he says, "So where are you guys staying?"
Do you
Our
know any
ship?
good places nearby?
What? As in, like somewhere you can stay?
Yes, perhaps an inn.
Well, I might not, but I know someone who might. He pulls out a rock and starts talking into it. And then he says, oh, sorry, wrong one. And then he pulls out a banana and starts talking into it. Yes, hi.
Oh
Ted, is this you? Ah, yes. Pleasure. I need you to come down real quick to the square. I've got a couple of friends here I need to... Yeah, that one. Yeah. Uh-huh. What do you mean? Alright. Okay. 5 minutes? Alright, got it. And he puts the banana back in his back pocket. And he says, good news, Ted will be here in about 5 minutes, and he definitely knows where you could stay.
Thank you very much, sir.
And he says, well, I guess I'll be seeing you. Hopefully you win the games. Stay safe out there.
Smile and wave nervously.
Oh.
And after a few minutes, you guys see a very large gargoyle come flying down from the rooftops. And he greets you. He says, hello. Are you the ones I was told to come find?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm Ted. Let's go. He starts walking.
We're following Ted.
He takes you guys through a graveyard to a large building in the middle. It looks almost like a cathedral. And inside, and he says, you can stay in here. You'll be perfectly fine in here. Spiders won't be able to get you. No one will question you. This is the house of me and mine.
Lovely. Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Yep, no problem. I hear you're participating in the blood games.
Yes, the blood games.
Yes, the blood games.
The blood game. You with the own people about how to pronounce their own games.
And he says,
I mean, that's a very.
and he says, yes, yes, yes. So I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you can change this broken, stupid system so it's not just the three main powers.
Yeah. Me too, because that means I live.
Koas quietly decides that if he ends up with kingship of this place, he's going to establish democracy.
Mhm.
Tells no one.
He then says, if you need something, I'm sure there should be plenty of blankets and pillows and all that inside. But I will be on the roof. Fare thee well.
Wait.
Hmm?
When does the game start?
All the games start tomorrow. I'm sure
Okay.
as you're participating, there will be. I will act as representative to help get you there.
I like this guy.
I'll be your handy dandy cadaver.
Okay.
Fare thee well.
Goodbye.
He
I
starts.
guess we just.
He flies up onto the roof, and he just perches there, looking out over, and stares down at you guys.
Not menacing at all.
I guess we just get ready to. What time of day is it?
It's about late evening, probably.
Okay, I guess we all settle in for bed.
It's hard to tell. This guy's kind of meh. Kind of got that late fall evening vibe.
Pretty.
So you guys enter into the chapel, and you see lots of dust and cobwebs, and it looks like no one's set foot in here in ages. But you do, in fact, find some raggedy blankets and pillows and stuff.
Oh. Wow.
Although,
I don't know.
when you pat them, a lot of spiders come crawling out.
Well, I take some and I jiggle all the spiders off of it, choose a corner, and I lay down.
All right. You do that.
Yeah, same. I'm kind of gonna pick that stuff up, and then like when the spiders come out, just kind of like squash some of them, just like shake them out, just like step away from where they are,
Mhm.
and like.
As you're shaking out,
Find it-
as you're shaking out some spiders, make a perception check.
Oh boy. Okay. That's a 18 total.
For a moment, you think you see a face peering through the stained glass windows of this chapel, but only for a moment.
Huh. I'm gonna. Can I examine the stained glass window? Like, what's it? What's the picture on it?
Each window is a different set of stained glass, just in random looking patterns.
Okay. So I'm gonna like sit down and like wrap up in the blankets and like kind of get comfortable, but also not take my eyes off of that window.
Reasonable. So you guys get comfortable and you look at the window the entire night, and every so often you swear you see that face. It makes you incredibly uncomfortable.
He should still be unreasonably hungry too, right?
You, yes.
Yeah. Might have to munch on some of these spiders. Something's very wrong.
And as night falls, you have a good long rest.
All right. Hand damage is recovered.
And for now, that's where we're gonna end it.
Oh, you
Alright.
fucked it twice.
Well, I mean, we're kind of working with it. Oh man, Trashy's gonna come back. She left off, and we were like on the surface of the ice planet still. Now we're in Halloween Town, playing the blood games.
The blue game.
Yeah, you're playing the blood games. All right. Thank you all for joining today. This was a blast. It's unfortunate that Chappi couldn't make it, and it's kind of sad Trashy had to leave ship. But that's just how it is. I mean, we could probably run through the blood games, I'll be honest.
Might be better to wait for more people.
Yeah, more interaction. And then we can switch out Trashy for Ash.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Switch. No, I said it right the first time. And then you can make a map and make everything. I suggest our contest be an eating contest. Specifically, garlic.
Oh yeah! Wait, does garlic work on D&D vampires?
Who said they're D&D specific vampires?
That's true.
I don't think so, but holy water does. We gotta declare it.
Holy water drinking contest, let's go!
Alright. Thank you all for joining us today. Next week, I'll have a map up for the Halloween city, and I'll have maps ready for everything else, because I've got plans.
That's gonna be so fun.
And your question, would you have the map if we didn't play Marvels last night?
Would I have this map specifically? No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think we would get to this right away. I think I may have forgotten about an encounter somewhere on the planet.
No.
Ice planet.
Oh no, repurpose it.
But yeah. Let's see here. There's so many people. Who we raiding, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Man, a year ago today, I'd be like, man, there's no one to raid. I need friends. Today, God, I know so many people. Who do I raid? So many options.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's raid Tao. Tao's playing Ghost of Tsushima? Cool.
Oh. I only say ill because I would suck at that game.
It's a really good game. It's not that skill-based. It's really fun. I didn't beat it, though.
You know, oh my god,
I got
not
bored.
beating games.
I got bored with it.
Fair.
I can't say that because there is a game that I got bored with. I can't get through it.
Dragon Age?
Dragon Age Inquisition.
But yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's mainly because I go and